What's up, Eric? With my channel, I am DJ, aka Token Black Guy. And here for the first time, hit that like button, subscribe button. So, I know I'm a couple days late on this, but I did watch the final episode of season 1 of The Last of Us Sunday night, and I want to give my quick thoughts and opinions of the episode and the season overall, like what I thought. This episode was another good one. It was the final climax conclusion of this season in the first game, basically. We pick up where Joel and Ellie are, and they're kind of, you see their bonds a little bit more closer, and Joel's way more open up now. He's not as like, kind of withdrawn, and he's trying to like talk to Ellie, but she's kind of distant and everything. And they come across to the city, whatever. Oh, I'm almost forgetting the most important part. We open up this episode with a pregnant woman running to the woods, and we find out that is Ellie's mom is also played by the actor who plays Ellie, and it's kind of like the origin where the mom got bit as she was giving birth to Ellie, so that's how we find out how she became immune, and we see Marlene end up killing her. The knife the knife that Ellie carries is actually her mom's, and that's why it's so important and everything. But when we fast forward to where Joel and Ellie are trying to get to the fireflies, and they come across the city, and they're going through a skyscraper, and they end up finding the giraffes from the game. I thought that scene was done very well. It was good. I'm glad I got to see that. Then they're talking, and they're talking about little puns, and I guess a flashbang comes out. And I was like, man, well, no, put your hands up, no stop. They just flashbang them and come and knock them out and drag Ellie away. Uh, Joel wakes up and he's talking to Marlene, and basically, as we know, if you played the game, um, they have her prep for surgery already, and they think that because the cordyceps that's in her is like sending out these markers saying it's like a false thing for the regular cordyceps, so it won't affect her because they think she's already infected. And the only way to get it is to basically dissect her brain. And they don't tell Ellie this; they just knock her out, and they're prepping for surgery. And Joel's like, "Oh hell, no, this can happen." And he ends up going on a massive rampage. I mean, he was just like, no hold brawl. I don't care. I'm getting to my pseudo daughter by any means necessary. I mean, he was murking guys left and right. No mercy, no nothing. I mean, so he gets to her, and the doctor's like, stop me. You guys are a scalpel. I'm like, what are you going to do? He has a gun. And of course, Joel shoots him and everything. And he's taking her, and Marlene stops him. And they're going back and forth, talking about how she's the cure and she can save so many lives, and like you know having a choice and all that stuff. And then we fast forward to they're in the back of the car, and waking up, and obviously that Joel ended up killing Marlene. So that's how the game ended. Quick rundown of the show. Joel kind of told a lie to her, saying that there were other immune people, and that they were working on a cure, but the raiders raided the hospital. That's why they had to escape. He barely got her out. So he told a little lie to protect her and everything. So that's where the season ended off. Like I said, I never played The Last of Us 2, so I don't know how it's going to play out in the second season. I might. I don't have a PlayStation anymore, so I might download. Is it on PC? I might play it on PC and check it out. But I do know most kind of the story. I know people are upset about The Last of Us 2 because no spoilers, but someone significant dies very early in that season. But yeah, my overall thoughts on the show and the season as a whole. Pros, the acting. I thought it was spot on acting. The actors' choices, I thought they did a very good job getting across emotion. There were episodes that were just good acting. Episode 3 was some of the best acting I've seen on television. I thought Pedro Pascal was amazing. I thought Bella Ramsey was amazing. It took a little getting used to Bella Ramsey, but she grew on me. Yeah, so I like some of the cameos from the actual people from the game playing characters in the game. Um, thought the special effects were really good. I thought the concept, the changes they made, I thought was good. I like getting more backstory on certain events, like when he went to Jakar, and we learned about how it started there. At times it was like bomb the place. Um, you got the DLC with Riley and Ellie. But yeah, so I mean, that's the pros of the show. I thought it was good. Cons of the season. I wish there was more infected. I really wish there was infected. The best episode I thought was one uh, it came out the ground and everything and had a bloater. That was amazing. I understand they try to focus more on the human aspect of it, but playing the game, I mean, how many times did I die to an infected? I mean, they're prevalent throughout the world. So I wish we would have seen that more and more. I felt like we were dealing with more humans than we were actually infected. Uh, there were some the shortness of the season in the episodes. I wish this last episode was like an hour and a half at least, or a 2 hour finale. Give me more since the finale. I felt like the episode was kind of short. I mean, hell, the longest episode was the one with episode 3 with Frank and God, I can't remember the name. That episode. And that to me, even though it was some of the best acting, emotional I've seen on TV in a long time. I still say it's an amazing episode. It was kind of a filler episode. Like, I mean, in the game, they're pretty much dead, and like that episode didn't move the plot along anymore. It was cool getting a backstory on them, but it didn't really do any significant for the actual like plot because both dead already. Even the episode when they're in Kansas City and when they're uh talking to that girl, Irene or whatever, that could have been cut out completely and put a different topic in that episode. But yeah, having those two filler episodes in such a short season, I think was kind of a con for me at least. But overall, I still think the series is amazing. I think the episodes were all good for the most part. I can nitpick, here and there about stuff, but overall, I think it's probably one, if not the best, adaptations of a video game to TV or movie that there has been. Um, but yeah, so if I had to rank this season one overall, I would give it a score probably a 9. I think a 9. Like I said, being so short and having a few filler episodes that I felt that we could have got rid of, kind of like excess fat could have been cut off or replaced with something else from the game, and the lack of infected is why I wouldn't give it a perfect score. So I would say 8.75 to a 9. Probably a 9 will be my final rating of the series. I can't wait for season 2 to see what they do. Like I said, I haven't played The Last of Us 2. I'm gonna try to play it sometime before it comes out. I'm assuming it'll be another year or 2 before we get season 2. Um, and I heard they're gonna do is like they're gonna break season 2 or The Last of Us Part 2 into 2 seasons. So hopefully they learn and we get 10 to 12 episodes more infected and like we can actually get more into it. So but yeah, like I said, I enjoyed the show. It was a thrill to watch Pedro Pascal. He's everywhere. Now I'm watching The Mandalorian, so more of Papa Pedro. He's once again guiding a little one along on his journey. But yeah, uh, thanks for all the actors that did a good job in this show. Director is amazing. I know he did Chernobyl. That's a amazing movie, or miniseries, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, really enjoyed it. Let me know down below if you like season 1 of The Last of Us. What did you thought? What would you give it a rating of? Like, what were your pros? What were your cons? Like me, I said, we have more infected, and a little bit longer episodes and got rid of some of the unnecessary stuff. So I really appreciate some of the changes they did. It worked well in most parts. But yeah, that's what I thought. That's my review. Stay tuned for my we're gonna watch the breakdown of New Rockstar. That video should be posted up right after this one. If not, I might combine it with this one. I haven't decided yet. This is the pre-editing DJ. But yeah, till next time, guys. I will see you when I see you. Peace.